being honest. Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah. And then after that, things break up in Ethiopia. Then we will go back to South Sudan. We came up to Pachala. From Pachala, things were not good because of the war. We ran off to Kafoita. Then that's where Red Cross received us, bring us to Tokyo, which was the course of 1991. Then for like some months, which was 92 now, they decided to bring us to Kakuma. Yeah. So we have been running up and down from 1989 up to 1992.
And Victor, these stories are not unique. I mean, a lot of them.
They're not unique.
Yeah.
Jeff, you will hear them from many refugees. You will hear them from people who are even slightly older than he is. He's about 22 years old. You will hear them from you'll even hear worse than what he's telling you now. I mean, he's telling you of the amount of distances he had to walk. People have more horrific stories than what you're hearing or telling you now. Yeah.
But it must have been traumatic for you, Cool. I mean, you must have wondered, why us? Why me?
Okay.
Do you ever wonder?
Yeah. Okay. What made me to wonder, like, recently in 2012, okay, I was asking myself because things were getting tough. The time I get wife, yeah. And then now coming to, okay, things were hard and I try to recall my life, why every time, things are not happening well, my education, I've not finished it. So coming to 2014, or end of 2013, where South Sudan have got a problem. 1,000 families were displaced and flew to Kenya. It reminded me what happened when I was young. And so it was difficult. Why always South Sudan?
Yeah.
Children are suffering.
If I could ask you, Cole, Waldorf was not there when you first arrived. Waldorf has been there the last 2.5 years. Yeah. What if they were there when you first arrived?
Okay, to say the truth, the day I met Waldorf, okay, the day I saw the activities, what they are doing in the camp, remind me when I was young, when I came to Kakuma, because we went to a school whereby we cannot, with no books. First I remember when I entered to class 1, we used to sit on the stone. In primary, which is primary unit, which is kindergarten, we were just staying in the class, thinking, go home. No creativity, and especially we have been caned, you see? So coming to see what Waldorf is doing and his curriculum, I was very happy and I feel it. And
would you have been different today?
Yes.
Would you have been a different person?
I'm a different person because whenever I see children and when I approach them in a Waldorf way, they become one. Like the place I'm working now, I'm working with different children with different nationalities, and it's hard for them to play together. And
Victor, that's the same in the camp, right? I mean, most of the teachers at Waldorf are refugees themselves, aren't they?
Yes, yeah.
Most of the staff.
Yes, we have a few Kenyan staff who are Waldorf trained and who have helped the refugee teachers that we've employed to actually come to the level that we want them to be at when they're working with the children. So yes, majority of the refugee teachers who we've employed are actually experiencing a Waldorf education for the first time also.
So they're also learning at the same time the children are,
They're also learning. Yeah, that's why we have a training program in the afternoon.
Okay, in Waldorf what we do, they try, when after work, we make a session for training so that we know more about Waldorf, how to handle children, see other things. And some of us came for module to Nairobi for some 2 weeks so that you can learn more about Waldorf and how can you hold a child which have been traumatized, all those things. Yeah.
You have a child?
Yeah.
Born in the camp?
In the camp.
So, what, 2 years ago?
Yeah. She was born in 2012, May 7.
I mean, help me understand, my friend, because none of.
Okay. Yeah. Let me tell you. Okay. I was in Form 3.
No, you don't have to tell me how you made the child, man. It's okay. No, it's okay. That part I understand.
Okay.
But many of the kids have been born in a refugee camp.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. Okay. No matter what is happening, we cannot say people cannot get birth because of life. You see that? Okay, after all, we prayed. When child are born, we cannot say this child can be aborted.
Would you want to take this daughter of yours back home to South Sudan? Is that your wish?
Not only my daughter. Like you see, the children of South Sudan now, they are the background of that nation. And these children have need to be grown up in a unity way, whereby they learn to be a one nation. So I'm not thinking of my own daughter only, but the children of South Sudan. Yeah.
And when you see your leaders fighting each other, they're so stubborn, they're so set in their ways.
Okay, the way I'm seeing them, and when I'm thinking these leaders are destroying the children, because what they are showing these little children are conflict, whereby they will never ever be together as a nation. So the best thing is to create a good foundation of these children to be one nation, know that we are one, no matter what they are talking, because after all they are doing for their own benefit. Innocent people are dying, and they are continuing with their own.
Yeah.
After all, I'm not a politician.
Sure. Yeah, and I hope you never be.
Yeah.
But Victor, you were saying earlier on, I mean, Dinkas, Nuers, once they enter that camp, once they enter the Waldorf school, they become one.
They become one. Yeah. When they arrive at the camp for the first time, the differences are evident. But as soon as you put them next to each other, there's a lot of discomfort. But the more they experience a space where they can be able to experience something different, something that brings them together, something that unites them together, especially, it doesn't matter what kind of ideology you hold. But when it comes to the well-being of the children, I think everybody is able to put aside differences and allow the children to come to a place where they can learn with us. And that has been quite a healing process, even for the two ethnic groups.
Yeah, to add something on top, like I'm the one who used to be with them. The first, they came to the session center. So the most problem are the parent. The parent influence children saying that mostly a Dinka parent can say, you, my child, don't play with Dinka.
Yeah.
Dinka are bad people, are the people who chase us away. The same to Dinka, they say don't play with me. So whenever we want to make activities, it's very hard. So we try and guide them or in another way so that they can know the one people. See? We try to make them in a therapeutic way so that they know the one people. No matter what is happening, everything will be good. After all, we are telling them everything will be fine. Yeah. Show them they are good to the one people, one nation. And it works.
Is it working? I was about to ask.
Yeah,
is it working?
Okay, yeah, it's working because the first day you'll get it hard. But because of the activities, child is somebody who can forget easily. So maybe mother can tell now, but when he went like 20 minutes, I forget what mother tell. And this child will be feeling to play. So you see, so when they play together, they have come to they feel they're one. See, and you are trying. When you see this child is disturbing, you must advise in a good way. And like 4 to 3 days, either staying in reception, you see these children are playing together. Yeah.
I have to ask you this question, Cool. When you first came to Nairobi, the big city, how old were you?
The first time I came to Nairobi. Okay. The year I came out there.
Nairobi, the first time you came. What year?
Nairobi I came in 2004.
2004?
Yeah.
What was it like? Coming from a refugee camp, coming from South Sudan before that. What was it like?
Life, okay. I came, life was not that good, was not that bad. I came to visit my uncle, who was living in Kenyatta. So I stayed there for some months, then I returned.
But it was your first time in the big city. Was it different? I mean,
oh my God. Things were like different. It's like I'm in another world, you see. I see everybody's busy. Even if somebody hates you, you don't mind, because people are no time of asking another, my friend, why do you knock me? Yeah. You just say sorry and you go. Yeah. So I see this crazy one, and I ask myself, one day I'll be in our country, in a big city like this, when people are happy and busy making their nation together.
You think that day is going to come in your lifetime, Cole?
Okay, to say together we can make it. So in this togetherness, these children who are suffering, to show them what they don't know, and these are the future. Because after all, this leader, they will not be ending up there and there for life. Yes.
Absolutely. Victor, I got to ask you this question.
Yes, Jeff.
Where'd you get your funding from? I mean, obviously, it takes a lot of money to run a program like this.
Yes, especially in terms of the kind of materials that we work with. Because we want these children to paint, we want these children to model with clay, we want this basically for them to do things that children enjoy doing. And these things cost money. Now, for some time, we've been working with a partner group that is based in Germany called Koinange. But unfortunately enough, Froinda is set up in such a way that after the third year of them assisting in an emergency situation, they cannot continue. Their constitution does not allow them to go beyond the third year. So right now that funding is ceasing, and of course we are receiving a bit of funding from UNHCR, which we are very appreciative of, but we have to raise the deficit. We have to look for the remaining amount of money, and the only way we can get it is from well-wishers and people who are happy with the work that we're doing and would really want to help with the kind of work that we're doing.
Yeah. And anyone who would be interested, how do they get in touch? You have a website, you have email, how do they get in touch?
Yes, we do.
Go on.
Yes, we do. Our Twitter account is at World of Kakuma, W capital, K capital. Facebook, World of Kakuma also. And then our website, www.World of Kakuma Project. And then you'll be in touch with us.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah.
And are you looking for funding? Obviously, when people look for funding for projects like that, they look outside the country. But Kenyans, I mean, they can help too, right?
I think this is one big example of what Africa can do for Africa. We don't have to focus our attention so much outside. Yes, we will appreciate it when it comes from outside, but if we were to get that kind of help from here, it would even make such a huge difference, because it's, as I'm saying, it's Africa for Africa.
Yeah. What's the worst case scenario, Victor?
The worst
Funding runs dry?
Yes, the worst case scenario would be if the funding ceases, because then you would imagine, as I said earlier, we are working with and then the funds run dry, we cannot be able to work with these children beyond that point. And I think that will be a sad thing to happen. Because we are really sure and we are certain that the kind of impact that we've brought into the refugee camp is quite important for these children.
Sure. Website is Kakuma, World of Kakuma Project?
www.World of Kakuma Project.
That's one word, huh?
Yeah, that's one word.
And Twitter handle is at World of
Kakuma. Yes.
And Facebook is?
World of Kakuma.
Also World of Kakuma.
Yes, yeah.
Cole, have you seen changes in the kids that have come the last 2.5 years? Have you seen a difference in their faces, in their physical appearance, in their attitudes?
Yeah, because I will start where I'm staying in Kakuma. I'm staying at protection area. So they start this section in protection August 2012. So, you know, protections are multinational, where there's Somalian, there's Congolese, there's South Sudanese, and they have the same thing. They don't understand each another. So when they say Sudanese are bad, Somalis are bad, and there's some issues which children cannot play together. So when World of came up in 2012 to protection, they start this child-friendly space, so all children came. And there were 2 to 3 cases which about children, they are not understanding any, but they had been handled by the teachers. Whereby now, if you go to a protection area, you can find a Somali girl, imagine, playing with a Sudanese boy, just playing as children. Yeah.
And that's the difference.
That's a big difference.
You've seen that.
Yeah.
You've seen that.
Yeah.
Great. I want to take another break, come back and talk about going forward.
Okay.
You talked about taking every child back to South Sudan, but what about Waldorf? Could it work there? Can Waldorf work in the village where you came from? When I was talking about people over 25, do the math. And he wants to still give back. He has never given up. He's walking like Johnny Walker. What a story. Jeff Koinange live takes a break. We'll be back in a moment. Good story, man. Well done. Well done. Don't go away. Don't go away.